Joining us now is Nobel laureate, world-renowned gynecological surgeon and human rights activist Dr. Denis Mukwege, whose award-winning book, The Power of Women, A Doctor's Journey of Hope and Healing, works to shine a light on sexual violence and the strength and resilience of women around the world. Dr. Mukwege, thank you so much for joining us. Among your achievements is really shining a light as far as what you witnessed firsthand during your time as a surgeon during the war in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Tell us about what you witnessed.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. And I want just to say that working for 40 years with women as obstetrician and surgeon, and now an activist against the sexual violence in conflict, I just feel that it was really very, very important to pay a tribute to women who shaped my life, and really, if wartime today, I think that women play a big role in my life. So to write this little book for me, it was really to tribute what they did for me.
And of course, you've heard countless stories from women. Is there one in particular that really sticks with you?
Yeah, you know, when I'm treated women after rape, and it's not only rape, but is rape with extreme violence. Most of the time I have impression that they will never stand up and they will never really get a normal life. But what really touched me is to see how women are able to stand up, and not only to stand up for them, but to stand up for others. And especially one, Bernadette, when she came at the hospital, she was completely destroyed. And really, all the staff was so traumatized to see what happened to her. But after to treat her medically and psychologically, and she decided to be a nurse. And when I asked her the question, why do you want to be a nurse? And she told me, I want to be a nurse because I want to help others.
And you've talked about rape as a weapon of war. Of course, most of this was born out of the original conflict that you witnessed in the DRC. But now we see it happening, these stories, these allegations of rape playing out rampantly in Ukraine and the war there. How do you tackle such a wide-ranging problem?
Yeah, I think rape as a weapon of war is happening everywhere in the world. Where there is war, women and girls are suffering, and most of the time rape is used in many conflicts, but it's a taboo. People are not talking about it, and what is happening in Ukraine is not unique. It's happening in Congo, in Yemen and Tigray and so on. But I think that we need to be aware about this situation and just know that when a conflict army appear, we have to be ready to protect women and girls. And I think that the way that the international community acts when it happened in Ukraine, this is the way that it should be done everywhere in the world when there is a conflict, to protect women and girls, because we know that they are paying a lot when there is an army conflict.
A lot of people are going to look at the topic and say, oh, this is for women. But you've also talked about the pivotal role that men obviously play in ending sexual violence. What do you hope that men take away from your book?
Yeah, during the last century, women worked a lot to get some rights. And I think that today we need also to engage men in the fight against sexual violence. And for me, the things that we need really to do is to work on the equality between women and men. And I think that the question of sexual violence is a question of domination, is a question of to humiliate another, to see that he's not like myself. And I think that working on the equality is a first thing. And the second thing, I think we have to work on masculinity. Because I think that when men have impression that they can be in a situation where they can use women as their property, they can use the body of women without really be accountable.
And you have witnessed really some of the worst of humanity. When you look at your body of work and how that's resulted in several attacks against your life. What gives you hope? What keeps you inspired?
Yeah, I went through many attacks because just impunity is reigning in my region, and I think that the people who are doing this kind of atrocities, they don't want when I denounce what they are doing in my region. But my hope is coming from women. I think that women are really very strong, and I respect women because I think that when women are acting, they are not acting for themselves, but they're acting for their children, for the community.
Dr. Mukwege, we thank you so much for your time. His book, The Power of Women, A Doctor's Journey of Hope and Healing, is available now wherever books are sold.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.